The Grand Plaza, once vibrant, now echoes with a somber quiet. Vendors hawk meager wares in hushed tones, their faces reflecting the plaza's decline. Winona navigates the crowd, her sharp eyes scanning the listless faces around her. Little Fox's cough, dry and rattling, punctuates the plaza's emptiness. Kinya arrives, a small string of fish in hand, a meager offering in these dire times. The weight of hardship hangs heavy in the air, a stark contrast to the plaza's former glory. Chief Talon stands atop Monk's Mound as the first light of sunrise bathes the decaying city in a warm glow. His weathered face reflects deep concern, a stark contrast to the hopeful colors spreading across the sky. The city below crumbles, a silent testament to a forgotten prosperity. Red Cloud's voice cuts through the morning calm. We must return to the old ways, Chief Talon. Strict traditions and greater offerings are needed to appease the gods and restore our city. A violent storm descends, battering Winona and Kinya's house with relentless fury. Without warning, a surge of muddy water explodes through the doorway, invading their sanctuary. Panic sets in as Winona and Kinya scramble, fighting against the encroaching torrent. Little Fox is swept up into their arms, a precious burden in the chaos. Desperate efforts are made to salvage what they can, a losing battle against the raging river. Their home, once a haven, is now submerged, a testament to nature's overwhelming power. Kinya and the men stand knee-deep, their grim faces reflecting the overcast sky and ruined crops. The stagnant water mirrors their despair, a silent testament to the devastation. A wide view of the flooded field, showcasing the extent of the disaster and the men's helplessness. Close on Kinya's face, etched with worry as he assesses the damage. Deforestation has led to the increased flooding and soil erosion, Kinya states, his voice heavy with resignation. The men stand in silent agreement, their shared grief palpable amidst the submerged fields. Before the scarred land where the twin mounds stood, Chief Talon faces his village, their expressions mirroring the devastation. Talon raises his hands, a beacon of resolve against the backdrop of collective grief. We will rebuild, he declares. We will honor those we have lost. This I promise you. Talon vows, his voice echoing with determination. Red Cloud steps forward, his face contorted with fury. Rebuild? Honor? Words are cheap, Talon. Red Cloud's eyes burn with fanaticism. A great offering is needed. Only then will they be appeased. Winona watches Red Cloud, her voice laced with concern. Kinya, I fear Red Cloud. His words, his eyes. Under the cloak of night, Kinya meticulously finishes the canoe, his movements a blend of skill and sorrow. Winona packs their meager belongings, her expression a mask of determination and grief. Fireflies flicker in the humid air as Winona says, It's time, Kinya. We must leave Cahokia. Kinya replies, his voice heavy with resignation. I know, Winona, but leaving our home, it is not easy. Winona's resolve hardens. It is for our son, for his future. There is nothing left for him here. We will find somewhere new, where he can grow without the shadow of what is to come, she affirms, her gaze fixed on the horizon. Dawn breaks, a cold rain turning the earth to slick mud on the outskirts of Cahokia. Winona, Kinya, Little Fox, and their families leave Cahokia, their faces etched with a mix of hope and sorrow. Each step is heavy, burdened with the weight of leaving their home and the uncertainty of the path ahead. Chief Talon watches them depart, his gaze unwavering, a silent nod conveying respect and regret. The rain blurs the horizon as they fade into the distance, a poignant exodus under the watchful sky. Beneath the dappled sunlight, the group ventures into the dense oak-hickory forest, their figures resolute. Westward they push, each step carrying them deeper into the embrace of ancient trees and shifting shadows. Little Fox turns, her youthful innocence cutting through the solemnity of their journey. Her voice, small yet clear, echoes with a poignant question. Are we coming back? Winona, Kinya, and Little Fox reach a clear stream, sunlight shimmering on the water. They drink deeply, the cool water a welcome relief under the warm sun. Winona gazes at the horizon, a flicker of hope in her eyes. I hope we can have a better future, Winona whispers, her voice filled with longing. The group crests the hilltop as the setting sun paints the sky, long shadows stretching behind them like grasping fingers. Winona raises a hand, her silhouette framed against the fiery horizon, a silent promise of journey's end. Distant hills blur on the horizon, their peaks kissed by the fading light, beckoning them forward. A gentle breeze whispers through the tall grass, a symphony of nature accompanying their arrival. The air is filled with anticipation, a shared sense of hope and trepidation as they gaze towards their destination. Each member stands resolute, their faces etched with determination as they prepare for the final leg of their quest. The family arrives at Winona's cousin's village under a bright, embracing sky. Villagers greet them with open arms, their faces lit with genuine warmth and generous smiles. A feast of local delicacies is presented, a vibrant display of the village's hospitality. Shelter is offered, promising rest and safety in this welcoming, close-knit community. The hearth's glow dances on the mud walls, warming Winona, Kinya, and Winona's cousin in the heart of the humble hut. Winona's cousin gestures with weathered hands, his kind eyes reflecting the wisdom of generations. The land provides, but only if you respect it, he advises, his voice resonating with deep-seated conviction. And hunting. It's not just about the kill, he continues, emphasizing a profound respect for nature's balance. Winona, absorbing his wisdom, reflects. It's all so different from the city. Kinya, captivated by this simple life, adds, but it feels right. A sense of belonging washing over her. Under the vast sky, Winona plants corn in the village fields, her movements rhythmic and hopeful. Each seed is a promise, carefully placed in the rich soil. She feels a profound sense of gratitude for a new beginning. The endless cornfield stretches towards the horizon, a symbol of hope. Under the vast sky, Kinya watches the village men, his eyes keenly absorbing their practiced movements. He observes their demonstrations of new hunting techniques, each lesson etched into his memory. Kinya is struck by the men's deep reverence for the land, a silent, profound respect. This resonating respect for nature ignites a kindred spirit within Kinya. Sunlight dances on the water as Little Fox frolics along the riverbank, his laughter echoing in the air. Village children surround him, their faces bright with joy as they play in the sun-drenched meadow. Little Fox, a picture of health and happiness, chases butterflies, his small hands reaching for the sky. The gentle river flows by, reflecting the carefree innocence of childhood. A perfect day unfolds, filled with laughter, friendship, and the simple joys of life by the river. Inside the small hut, Winona and Kinya sit by the fire, shadows playing on the walls, fatigue etched on their faces. Winona sighs, the scent of wood smoke heavy in the air. I never thought I would feel this safe again. Kinya nods, finding solace away from the city. Cahokia was too much. Too many people. Too much noise. Here we have peace and family, Winona says. Kinya responds, I am grateful to our cousin for taking us in. The village clearing bursts with life as villagers celebrate a bountiful harvest under the warm sun. Tables overflow with food, a colorful feast laid out for all to share in the joyous occasion. Lively music fills the air, its infectious rhythm compelling villagers to dance with unbridled glee. Winona and Kinya observe the festivities, their faces glowing with genuine smiles. A profound sense of belonging washes over Winona and Kinya as they become one with the jubilant community. Their hearts swell with happiness, finding solace and connection in this shared moment of celebration. Bustling markets overflow with goods under the bright sun, showcasing Cahokia's vibrant past. grand ceremonies fill the city with vibrant colors and music, a celebration of Cahokia's rich culture. Thriving communities laugh and work together, their joy reflecting Cahokia's prosperity. Sunlight gleams off earthen mounds and thatched roofs, illuminating Cahokia in its glory days. Vast forests fall as deforestation ravages Cahokia, the once lush landscape turning barren and desolate. Relentless floods engulf homes and fields, a watery grave consuming the city's foundations. Social unrest simmers, then boils over, fracturing Cahokia's once united society into warring factions. The skies darken, mirroring the city's fading hope as shadows creep across the once vibrant land. Cahokia crumbles, its grandeur fading into a haunting memory amidst the encroaching devastation. Bathed in sunlight, the village awakens as Winona stands before a group of children, her expression radiating enthusiasm. Winona's voice carries on the gentle breeze as she gestures, her words painting vivid pictures of the past. Our ancestors walked this land, Winona says, her eyes gleaming with ancestral pride. She speaks of great mounds reaching towards the sky, her words evoking the grandeur of Cahokia. We must remember their stories, Winona urges, her voice resonating with deep emotion. We must keep their spirit alive in our hearts, she says, her heartfelt plea hanging in the air. Sunlight paints shifting patterns on the forest floor as Kinya and the village men move like shadows through the dense trees. Bows are drawn, ready to strike, but their eyes reflect a solemn pact with nature, a silent promise of respect. They hunt not from greed, but from necessity, ensuring the deer will thrive, their spirits intertwined with the forest. Each step is measured, each breath a prayer, as they seek only what they need, honoring the balance of life and death. Sunlight dapples the riverbank as Winona sits gracefully, her hands poised to begin weaving. With fluid, precise movements, she expertly weaves a basket from sustainable materials. Each strand is carefully placed, a testament to her skill and deep connection to nature. The forest provides, and she transforms its gifts with practiced ease. Her dedication and resourcefulness shine as brightly as the sun through the leaves. The village clearing glows under the night sky, the only light source the flickering campfire. Elders huddle around the fire, their faces etched with the wisdom of ages, sharing tales of old. The campfire crackles, its light painting dancing shadows that twist and turn with each whispered word. Winona and Kinya sit mesmerized, their eyes reflecting the flames hanging on every word. The air is thick with anticipation as the stories unfold, weaving spells of courage and caution. Each flicker of the fire brings the ancient tales to life, binding the young and old in shared history. On a hilltop bathed in the first light, Winona, Kinya, and Little Fox stand silhouetted against the rising sun. A gentle breeze stirs the tall grass around them, carrying whispers of hope across the serene landscape. The village below awakens, its rooftops gleaming in the golden hour, a promise of new beginnings. Winona's gaze sweeps over the land, her face radiant with optimism and quiet determination. Little Fox, nestled between them, looks out with wide eyes full of wonder as the sun climbs higher. Together, they stand as silent guardians, their hearts filled with contentment and dreams of a brighter future. The sun blazes over Cahokia's silent mounds, a solitary sentinel in a vast, grassy expanse. Wind whispers through the tall grasses, carrying tales of civilizations risen and fallen. The mounds stand as stark reminders of history's cyclical nature. A message of sustainability echoes across the ancient earthworks. The land remembers, a silent testament to the ebb and flow of time.